And singing the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Who's free at last, you say?
Much flavor in your ear, might have thought I was Craig Mack.
Just the other night, down at the parade, my wife and I ran into my old chicken wing. Then I turned to her, said, this was my old friend. I knew something was wrong, I could see it right then. She knew I stepped out, I could see it in her eyes. I was in love with the chicken, it wasn't a surprise.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the Mike Martin Podcast. Like, click, subscribe, and share! Yeah. Have you guys heard of the Diddler, the Diddy Meister, P. Diddy, P. Dizzle, Sean Diddy Combs, Sean John, Fubu, Ooh Dude, South Pole, oh no, I don't know. I don't know all the name brands and all that stuff from back in the day. You know who it is. Dude with like little dolphin teeth.
You got that high quality baby oil.
Hey, word on the street is, he had a successful closing for his defense. And if you wonder why I'm sweating, because I just ran around a little bit.
Ain't lying.
Anyways, let's take a look. And let's just get a little bit caught up on who the P. Diddy man is. And we'll be right back.
Difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. And sometimes you got to do that. Our behavior on that video is inexcusable. Disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I had to go into therapy.
Like, I seen the process. I didn't see Wale. I just seen the feet. Like, I know his shoes. Like, I know that's him.
803.
Damn.
See through the studio. It's a booth, but it's like a balcony connected to the studio. You can see the balcony and the studio, but we looking through the glass. They got the curtains. There's curtains back there, but the curtains we can see through the curtains. And we just, first of all, we know we went to the studio. We've been around Wale all day. We know what he got on. We see the balcony. We know we hear the do 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 do. That's what makes us run to the window to look through the curtains. So now we looking through. As we looking through, Wale feet, and all you see is feet and ankles. You don't see him. But when he come back out like an hour later. After they left, he came out an hour later after they left. Like, he still was jacked up, sweating a little bit. I guess he tried to play it off.
We are going to do a special, a retrospective with all the artists, and we're going to get this narrative clear. You know, just in general, the Mace thing, I did one album with Mace. One album. How much money do you think I owe this guy? One album? And then he became a fake pastor and went and conned people.
You ought to die and go to hell.
Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name.
Tell me, he didn't just say that.
And be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
Exactly what they would be up to, but he presented it as a dream come true for a boy of Bieber's age. It seemed innocent, even cool at the time.
I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
15.
Everything ain't for everybody.
Damn, I got the hottest, young, sensual piece of white chocolate right here.
I want to taste of some white chocolate.
Whoa there, Mr. Diddy. Take that. Whoa there, Mr. Diddy. Take that. Dad? Mom and Dad left you here with me.
Bottles and bottles of baby oil. I know you're guilty. You're sick, and you're going down for this. Mark, drop everything. We need you at the station right now. They got Diddy. Diddy, don't worry. We're gonna get you out of there, I promise.
To this point you just raised, Michael. So he was saying how the federal government essentially invaded Sean Combs' private life. And when he said Thank goodness the federal government got all of that Astroglide off the streets. They went in and they seized all those bottles of Astroglide and baby oil. Thank goodness we are safe from all of that personal lubricant. And 3 jurors, I saw all 3 of them, 2 women, younger black women, and then one, I would say middle-aged white man. All 3 of them cracked up and had big smiles on their face with that joke. And that was just one of the examples where we saw Mark Agnifilo really connecting with them and making this seem kind of ridiculous that the federal government would try to criminalize these desires to have sex involving multiple partners.
Now I'm so laid back, so much flavor in your ear, might
Get some help.
The room erupted in cheers. Everyone in the room started cheering, loudly clapping when his closing argument was finished. Mark Agnifilo giving that close on behalf of Diddy's legal team. Numerous lawyers taking part in this process for him, and from what we understand, Diddy was quite pleased with that closing argument. Now we're in the government's rebuttal, so that is currently taking place in recess. People were milling about the courtroom and talking. The judge was off the bench, and I saw one of his twin daughters hand a piece of paper to attorney Tenny Garagos, Mark Garagos' daughter, who's one of the attorneys on the Diddy team. And she then handed that paper to Diddy, and he read whatever was on it, and then he turned back around, looked at his daughter, smiled really big, and did a little bit of a fist pump, like to indicate, yeah, whatever it was, he seemed to be very happy about it.
Woo-wee! That boy's got more miles on him than Goodyear. Dang! Whoa! Anyways, there's a little taste of the Diddy Meister, but who knows what can happen in this crazy world. I hear the prosecution is doing their closing, so we'll keep you up to date on that. But judging from the stuff that we've seen, we've heard, and even from the media, they're getting some kind of crazy reactions. And what was on that note that was passed to them? I want to know. Let's do some investigating. Anyways, like, click, subscribe, and enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. I don't care what day it is, what
Just the other night, down at the parade, my wife and I ran into my old chicken wing. Then I turned to her, said, this was my old friend. I knew something was wrong, I could see it right then. She knew I stepped out, I could see it in her eyes. I was in love with the chicken, it wasn't a surprise. I said she was the wingman, we went for wings and flames. But I couldn't stop